Hi, welcome back to Ridgehaven Homestead and welcome to my kitchen. I'm Lori and today we are making a Shamrock Shake. We're making the healthy version. Welcome to Ridgehaven Homestead. From the mountains of Upper East Tennessee, we share snippets of our off-grid life, cabin build, and garden blessings. Pour yourself a cup of tea, sit back, and take a peek into our off-grid home and family. This recipe was shared with me by one of my friends, and I meant to get the ingredients to make on my birthday, which is St. Patrick's Day, and that would have been ideal. But don't fear, the luck of the Irish is always in the air, and we can always make a nice green Irish treat. 5 simple ingredients, well 6 including the ice, and this is a healthy, no cholesterol, vegan, gluten-free version of a great recipe that has been floating around the internet. So I meant to make this a while back, but I never had all the ingredients at the same time. So my birthday came and went. We are actually making more than a recipe, but I'm going to give you the measurements for the original recipe. All we are going to need is some almond milk, and I like to use the unsweetened almond milk. This happens to be the one from Aldi. Sun-dried dates. The recipe does call for medjool dates, and I think these are Diglet Noor dates, and I guess the medjool dates are more chewy and caramely, but this is what we have. Spinach is what makes our shake green, and it gives it lots of vitamins and bright color. Avocado, it calls for 1/4 of a standard avocado. My avocado is pretty small, and since I'm doubling this recipe, I'm just going to use a whole small avocado. And then the last ingredient is peppermint extract. I did not happen to have peppermint extract, but I do have peppermint essential oil, and this is organic. And so because it is so concentrated, I'm going to be using significantly less, and we're going to just play it by ear. And then to make our shake nice and cold, we want ice cubes. We are going to want a high-speed blender, a high-powered blender, to make sure that we get our spinach all nice and blended so that there aren't any little chunks, because then people will be suspicious of how healthy this shake is. We are going to start out by putting our milk into our blender. So the recipe calls for 3/4 of a cup of almond milk, and so I am doubling this. Next, we have 1/4 of an avocado, and this is a very small avocado. So I feel like this small avocado, half of it would be about the normal 1/4 size. The avocado will give you nice healthy fats and some good nutrition to boot. Okay, our next ingredient is 1 cup of fresh spinach, baby spinach preferred, and I have well over 1 cup here. There's one. Let's add another. Let's just add it all. Let's just add it all. Our next ingredient is peppermint extract, and if you have culinary peppermint extract, you're going to use 1/4 of a teaspoon. And I am just going to use this peppermint essential oil, and I'm going to give a few drops because essential oil is super concentrated. If it needs more, I will add more later. I am breaking in to give you this warning. If you are using essential oils, use 1 drop per recipe, not drops. 1 drop, it is so concentrated. Okay, then it calls for 5 medjool dates. And because my dates are a little bit smaller than medjools, I'm adding a couple more. Okay, that's really all there is to it. And then add a few handfuls of ice, and that's it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to blend all this first to get it nice and smooth, and then I'm going to add my ice. Definitely looks green. Okay, I'm going to add my ice. It said a couple handfuls. Let's just Go ahead and add the whole tray. This is definitely a green shake, super bright. I'm gonna give it a taste. Ooh, very minty. I think I need more dates in mine. Okay, we could use more avocado. We could use more ice cubes. I think I overdid it on the peppermint. Whew. Because I was so generous with my essential oil of peppermint, I had to go about the process of doctoring up this Shamrock Shake, which was delicious, but just overly pepperminty. So I added another tray of ice cubes. I ended up adding 2 regular bananas and then a little bit of stevia, which balanced it out pretty well. Just note to self, essential oils are stronger than you think. We have a delicious shake. Okay, word to the wise. Essential oils are way more concentrated than culinary food flavorings. So a drop or 2, plenty, maybe 1. So now that I've gotten it better, let's serve it up. This is super green. And I have plenty since I had to doctor it up so much. I'm going to sprinkle some of these plant-based chocolate chips on top and serve it to the guys out there. Here we have it, plant-based delight. Cheers. I thought this was going to be a super quick video. We just whip out the recipe and give it a try. But of course, because of that essential oil that I put in, I had to make some tweaks. So definitely like 1 drop of essential oil if you use that. And they do say that essential oils are not for consumption, but if it's organic, to me, it's just a super concentrated form of peppermint, so I'm okay with it, just not a lot of drops. I thought it was delicious, and it's super cool and refreshing, and that's why I'm drinking it very slowly. I've been working on it for the last little while, shared it with my guys, and they like it, although they're like, woo, it's super pepperminty. We did put some plant-based chocolate chips in to give it a little bit of cut the pure peppermint flavor, but definitely try it. Definitely give it a whirl and see how you like it. Let me know, and I think we'll all learn together and enjoy it. But never be afraid to try a healthier version of the popular stuff that's out there. I love it, and I'm really glad that someone shared this recipe with me. Thank you. Until next time, you keep enjoying your Shamrock Shake and stay well, be safe, and may God bless you. Cheers.